Hello there, and welcome to my channel Novice Modelling and the Midlife Crisis. My name is Andy, and today we're going to be doing another one of my crazy haul unboxings, which some of you seem to like because basically I'm a bit of a nitwit and I seem to have a habit of going out spending stupid amounts of money on model kits. So without further ado, we're going to get into this big box here. The total spend is around about £300 plus minus a little bit. This particular one has got 181 written on it, which basically means I got this big 4.5 kilogram box for £181. Now this is actually a load of auction purchases. I don't normally go in for auctions because you tend to sometimes get a bit carried away. I tend to mainly stick to buy it nows. But this guy just had some really interesting kits, which are some of them are kind of vintage, some of them are kind of modern. And there's a few on there that I liked, and as soon as I started putting bids in, I started basically buying more and more and more. But at the end of the day, I got a big box for 180 quid. So I think I got some pretty good deals in here. So let's get this one open. Have a look what I've been spending my hard-earned overtime money on. Because unfortunately, I have to go to work to pay for all this rubbish. Hopefully we haven't got 4.5 kilograms of stuff like that. Right, so the first one out of the box is this Airfix Victoria Cross icons. Now, those of you that have been watching may recognise this because I've actually got another one of these, mainly because I want some fairy battles and some Blenheims. And fairy battles can go for anywhere up to £20 because they're kind of rare. A Blenheim is going to cost you 15. It's got a Hamden, which is going to cost you 15. And it's got a Mark 1 Hurricane, which is easily going to cost you 10. I think I paid about 33 quid for this with the postage. So I think that's a pretty good deal. So I've got one of those. I have a Rodin Lag 3 66 series Russian fighter. Nothing too exciting, but I think I picked this one up for about £6 or £7. I've got this weird thing here, which is a Russian BE-6 twin-engine float plane, or whatever these big versions are called, and it's by a company called Flugzeug Model Baukasten, who I've never heard of. So it might be a piece of junk, or it might be, pretty good, but it costs £12 and some pennies. So for 12 quid, you can't complain. It's a piece of junk, it's a piece of junk. I've got a Italeri Stuka Ju87B2R2. This is obviously quite a modern kit. I think this cost about sort of £10, £11, something like that. Now, I know people hate Mr. Craft for whatever reason, mainly because they're just reproductions that are reboxed. This is a Polish PZL37B Los, FAR and VVS with Romanian markings, which is the main reason why I've got it, because I don't want to spend £8 on some Romanian markings to put on a £20 model when I can pick this one up for 11 quid. You see my logic? We've got this one, which is a special hobby. This is a Fairy Fulmar Mark 1. I paid about the going rate for this, I reckon, but I do actually have a selection of Fairy Fulmars that are kind of vintage and kind of naff, which I'm going to be looking at some point in the future. So I kind of figured I needed a modern, half-decent representation to compare them to. Now it cost about 15 quid, which is pretty much the going rate. We've got a Airfix, another one, Ju87B1 Stuka. This one comes in German and Spanish nationalist markings. I need a couple of these basically because I want to do some kits that aren't German. I think you guys might have figured that one out by now anyway. And pick this up, which is a Revell Focke-Wulf TL Jaeger Flitzer, which is another one of these spectacular German experimental or things that never got off the drawing board jet fighters. Got that because need it. What more can I say? And we've got this one, which is a Hella Potez 631, which is a French sort of this is described as a heavy fighter, but it's part of the Potez range, which also sort of came as a sort of light bomber. This one particular version, you can pay, if you look at it, you can pay a tenner for this, or you can pay 33 quid, which I sort of chased one once and it went up to that sort of money. I think I paid about 18 for this, so that's kind of in the middle. we've got ourselves a modern Junkers JU88A4 by Italeri. Can't remember how much I paid for this, but it probably wasn't much more than 14 or 15 pounds. We've got a Zvezda. This is a another Junkers JU88, this time an A4. Basically, we want to do some different variants on this with different markings for different nationalities. So that's why we got another one of those. Again, I think that cost 12 quid. Not quite sure whether this is a massive bargain or what, but this is a Premier Collection Airfix Avro Lancaster B3 Special Dam Busters, which originally came with all the paints and the glue and the paintbrush and what have you. It did actually say in the listing that all this paints and glue has actually gone, but the kit is complete. So I've had a look, and that's sort of a £35 to £40 kit when it's complete with all the gubbins, and I paid £12.50 for that. Yeah, that's a bit good. So next off, we're going to go into some of our smaller packages, and some of these have been knocking around for ages. Incidentally, I bought these a couple of weeks ago. In this one, we have got, oh, I remember this one. This is a recent purchase. This is a Bristol Bulldog, done out in Swiss national markings, which with the postage cost me £9.99. It's not bad, whatever. This is a £15 purchase. Let's have a look at what the hell is in it. It's got so much, it's got more tape on it than the whole roll. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I've heard a lot of stories about how bad Lindbergh kits are. Sorry, America, but you don't produce really great kits. This is a Dornier DO335, and I bought this for the express reason of I would like to try a Lindbergh kit. Yeah, somebody did actually pass a comment on the comments bar that said that some of the kits I buy are a load of garbage. And yes, some of them are. But at the end of the day, they're all kind of interesting to me. And at the end of the day, it's my money. If I want to go and buy a piece of junk, I'll buy a piece of junk. Next up, we have got another piece of junk. This one cost me 12 quid with the postage. And it's a PM model. These are really basic. I've done some of these previously. But it's a Fokker D21 with the ski undercarriage, done out in Finnish markings, which is something that I'm kind of looking at. So this is the only place you can get this kit from. So if you want it, you buy that one, basically. That's the way I look at it. In this box, I've got oh, I like this one. I've got another Swedish aircraft. This is a special hobby 172 Saab B5 Swedish dive bomber with the ski undercarriage again. And you see the sort of connection here: Swedish, Finnish, Swedish. Yeah, this is kind of where we're going with our channel. This one says £12. All these prices are with the postage incidentally, so these are a bargain. These are a couple of RS models, Avia B535s, which is a, I think it's a Czech biplane. Obviously this one's done in sort of, I think that might be the, I don't know, it's blue and white. And this one here is it doesn't have a cockpit cover on it. I've actually got some of these by another manufacturer, but literally these planes went all over the place. Practically every minor air force in Europe had that on their books. I hate when it's packing this off. Sorry about that. And we have, oh yeah, it's another Mr. Craft, another hated manufacturer. This one is a Marcel Bloch MB152, a French fighter that kind of did the rounds in Europe when the Germans took over and got sent all over the place, including Finland and a few other places. In this one, Oh, it's Christmas all over. That's a big one. What was that here? Oh, what the fuck? Forgot about that. Alright, we've got another JU88 by Zvezda. So that's just basically a carbon copy of something that's in the pile. I must have forgot that I had a Zvezda Junkers JU88. Oh well, never mind. I'm sure we'll find something to do with it. And we've got our last box coming up. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? Never seen that stuff before. Here we have another JU88, but this one is a Mistel 1 JU88 A4 with a BF 109 attachment. And basically the idea is this is in control, this is packed with explosives, and at some point when it's over its target, the BF 109 basically detaches and flies off, and this plummets to the ground and explodes somewhere, probably in Russia. So that's our little kit unboxing for today. Hope you kind of enjoyed some of the weird and wacky models that I've been buying. Obviously these are going to take ages to get through. My estimation is around about 8 years if I can chip out one kit a week, which is probably really sort of over enthusiastic of me, but hopefully we'll get through the bulk of them, as we have around about sort of 400 odd kits in our stash at the moment. So please do like and subscribe. Please do drop a comment in the comments box. I do quite enjoy engaging with you guys when you have the time. So there we go. I'm going to do another one of these, and then I'm going to go and build a kit. Be seeing you.